Yeah.
Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion,
Yo.
Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to the sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much to gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Dance move on you.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
You know what it is, man. You're talking that shit.
Now Tannehill.
Throw it away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, It's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Pretty solid gain.
That ain't no first, man.
As he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He's scared now.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, let's go, baby!
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some
Get off me, son.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will
Why didn't you get him then?
For a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
Man.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. About to throw another interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Me?
Where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
I mean, we might have a good game, but yeah,
it's a
I think we'll win.
7-yard
Of
carry
course,
to
I don't
set
play
them up with a
lose.
2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Now it's Jackson.
2nd and 3.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this well past.
Is that the only thing you're going to do there, buddy?
Stop just before the 35. That one covers 29
That's
yards.
all right. Catch you
First
slipping one of
down.
these times.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
It's up and good. And
Nice
we're tied
pass.
at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Oh, there we go.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's on the 1,
It's
yeah.
Chuck Clark picking it off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback,
Bullshit.
you've got to know
That's
when
a
to say when and
bullshit
just
ass
throw it
effort by
away.
my receiver.
Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Edwards, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Bro. Chill out.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man.
Whatever, dude. There's no way.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's all you got, bro.
33-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
These little sissy-ass passes.
Right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we
You happy
come
about
back
that field
for
goal?
this second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the
got my lean on,
shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Titans.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before.
What you doing with that linebacker?
Enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Tennessee.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
A first down carry for Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
You didn't get me, the computer did.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Powers through him. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact off the ball 3, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what?
To Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Oh, no, but what the fuck? I'm tapping the button.
Baltimore.
Oh, dude.
Really
You knew that should have been picked.
There to make the grab. And the Ravens Ravens have broken the tie.
Wow.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver.
Dude,
Maybe
you
sometimes
got
the
lucky.
defense
I'm over here
tough to
tapping
find
the
little
shit out of
guys,
the button.
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in
all
a
good.
touchdown. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tannehill on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Get off me.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
8 yards to go on second down.
At the Ravens' 12-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This will be caught at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
What a bitch, man.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's
now Jackson.
Baltimore first down.
And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daquan Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
What you gonna do? You gonna chance it? Shit.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game.
Oh, let's go, baby!
He's in for the touchdown, and in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Don't be mad.
How many more of these my heart can take, my man? I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. We're going into the final play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
Dude, let me get the hell out of this. Come on. Jeez.